A fleeting sign of spring has finally arrived on Utah's Capitol Hill. Now, if you've been around Utah long enough, you know what we're talking about. The cherry blossom trees out there, just gorgeous.
And that's where we find April Baker. April, good morning. How are those blooms looking today?
They are beautiful, just a pop of pink against what would normally be a pretty dreary day here in Utah on this final day of March. But no trip to DC is needed to get the full cherry blossom tree experience here. We are joined by Alexis Kuntz. She is part of the Capitol Preservation Board. And we did receive a shot of warm weather over the weekend. A lot of us experienced 80s. Has this sped up the process? Are you seeing blooms earlier this year, Alexis?
We saw blooms at about the time that we normally do, but the process of blooming happened a lot faster than typical. So we started opening up the blossoms about a week ago, and now we've seen beautiful pink blossoms start to appear across certain parts of our beautiful pathway here at the Capitol.
So how many of these cherry blossom trees do you have lining, just hugging the Capitol building?
It's 433 trees around a 0.7-mile walkway, so you can view each one of them.
Beautiful. And obviously over the weekends you get a lot of people coming in this time of year. What are they doing out here?
We have lots of people coming for picnics, walking around, using their exercise, a lot of photo shoots, things like that. So a lot of variation, walking your dogs, a lot of cool different things happening around the Capitol during that time.
What about maintenance of these trees? Tell us about that.
So our trees are maintained by our facilities department here at the Capitol, and they are replaced as needed, but for the most part they just take some pruning and watering and a close eye to make sure that they're healthy as we approach that blossom season.
And how long have these trees been out here? You mentioned off camera that there have been multiple different types of trees. These are newer.
Yes, these trees were planted in 2008. They're Yoshino cherry trees, cultivated in Portland, Oregon, specifically for our pathways and our climate here in Utah.
Okay, and we mentioned at the beginning of this is a fleeting spring treasure. So how much longer do people have to see these?
As they start to get to full peak bloom, they will last for about 2 weeks, but sometimes a little bit less depending on the weather, and sometimes a little bit longer if we have nice sunny days here at the Capitol.
Okay, yeah, we're hoping for that sunshine. Thank you so much, Alexis. We appreciate your insight and your information on these beautiful trees. So get out here while it's still cold. It's a nice day, though. Despite it all, it's just beautiful to take in the sights here at the Capitol. Live in Salt Lake City, April Baker, Fox 13 News, Utah.